Arithmetic sequences, part 1. An arithmetic sequence is one where knowing a first term or consecutive terms that are next to one another, arithmetic sequences have a common difference. If we take a term on the right, subtract off a term on a left, we have a common difference D. If that common difference exists, you have an arithmetic sequence. To get the general form of an arithmetic sequence, AN, the formula that generates an arithmetic sequence, we're going to take the first term plus n minus 1 times that common difference. If we're looking at partial sums, remember partial sums as 3, we're adding the first 3 terms together. As 4, adding the first 4 terms together. We have 2 formulas that will help us calculate a partial sum. If we know the common difference and how many terms we're adding up, here's the formula we want to use. If I have the last term and I know how many terms I'm adding in the sequence, I can use the second formula for calculation. Okay, find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, find the first 5 terms, the common difference, and then graph the terms you found in part A. Okay, so the nth term is given. That's our formula that generates the arithmetic sequence. The nth term is given. Find the first 5 terms. Okay, so if I want the first 5 terms, we'll let n equal 1. We'll let n equal 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, if I want to find the first term, we're going to follow our formula. Here all we have to do is plug in 1 for n. So that's going to give us negative 10 plus 4 times 1 minus 1, which happens to be 0. So A1, the first term, is negative 10. If n is 2, the second term, we have negative 10 plus 4 times 2 minus 1. So that's going to give us negative 10 plus 4, since this turns out to be 1. Negative 10 plus 4 is going to give us a negative 6. Okay, A3, we'll plug in a 3 for n, and we're plugging here always negative 10 plus 4 times 3 minus 1. So we have negative 10. Let's see, 3 minus 1 is 2, 4 times 2 is 8. Negative 10 plus 8 is a negative 2. Okay, A4, we have negative 10 plus 4 times 4 minus 1. So 3 times 4 is 12. Negative 10 plus 12 is going to give us a 2. And then looking at A5, we have a negative 10 plus 4 times 5 minus 1. So that's going to give us 16. Negative 10 plus 16 is going to give us 6. There's our first 5 terms of the sequence. What is the common difference? Okay, so remember it's always a right minus a left. So if I take the right term, negative 6, and I subtract the left term, negative 5, that's going to give us plus 10. Negative 6 plus 10 would give us a positive 4. If I take a right term, like negative 2, and I subtract a left term, like negative 6, notice that we're going to get negative would be positive. Negative 2 plus 6 would be a positive 4. Every time I subtract in that manner, I'm going to always get a common difference of 4. So that's what they're looking for here for part A and here for part B. Now, if I want to graph these, what we would do to graph these is on the horizontal axes, we're going to list our n values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the y values, we're going to list our a sub n values. Okay, so we would have 1, -10, 2, -6, 3, -2, 4, 2, 5, 6, and that's what a graph would look like. The nth term of the arithmetic sequence is given with the first term and the common difference. What is the 10th term? Okay, so the 10th term. So if I want to find the 10th term, I know n is 10. So we would have the first term plus 10 minus 1 times that 10 times the common difference. Okay, so the 10th term would be the first term. That's our 14 that we're given. 10 minus 1 is 9. And then the common difference is a -3/2. So we get 14 minus, let's see, no, we don't need a common denominator because we're not adding or subtracting. We're actually multiplying. So that's going to be a -27 over 2. Here's where we'll need our common denominator. 28 over 2 minus 27 over 2, which is going to give us 1/2.